Anadrol, also known as oxymetholone, the most powerful oral anabolic steroid ever developed. Introduction. Among all oral anabolic steroids, Anadrol, known chemically as oxymetholone, stands as one of the most potent and controversial compounds ever created. Originally developed for medical purposes in the late 1950s, Anadrol has become both a therapeutic agent and a cautionary tale, a reminder of how far the boundaries of hormonal enhancement can be pushed. In this episode, we'll explore its origins, chemical structure, medical uses, anabolic properties, mechanisms of action, side effects, and modern perspectives on why Anadrol remains both fascinating and dangerous. Historical background. Anadrol was first synthesized by Syntex Pharmaceuticals in 1959, a company based in Mexico that played a major role in the development of several steroid hormones, including progesterone and norethindrone. The compound was created to treat severe anemia and muscle-wasting diseases, conditions in which patients needed to increase their red blood cell count and retain muscle tissue. Its brand name Anadrol 50 refers to its standard 50 milligram tablet, which even today is among the strongest oral dosages of any anabolic steroid. By the early 1960s, Anadrol had become widely prescribed for anemic patients, burn victims, and individuals suffering from cachexia, or wasting syndrome, due to chronic infections or cancer. It proved highly effective in stimulating erythropoiesis, the production of red blood cells, and promoting weight gain in undernourished or catabolic patients. However, its extreme potency also led to serious liver-related side effects, prompting the medical community to replace it with safer alternatives like erythropoietin, EPO, in the 1990s. Chemical structure and classification. Chemically, Anadrol is known as 1,7-alpha-methyl 2-hydroxymethylene 17-beta-hydroxy-5-alpha androstam 3,1-one. It is a synthetic derivative of dihydrotestosterone, DHT, modified to survive oral ingestion through a process called 17-alpha alkylation, a modification that protects the molecule from breakdown by the liver. This same modification that allows it to be taken orally also makes it hepatotoxic, meaning it can cause stress and damage to the liver when used for extended periods. Anadrol is classified as a Class II anabolic androgenic steroid, with an anabolic rating of 320 and an androgenic rating of 45, numbers that indicate a strong anabolic potential relative to its androgenic activity. In simpler terms, Anadrol is primarily tissue-building, but still carries some masculine hormonal properties. Mechanism of action. Anadrol works by binding to androgen receptors in muscle cells, stimulating protein synthesis and nitrogen retention. However, unlike most anabolic steroids, its mechanism for water retention and mass gain is not fully dependent on aromatization to estrogen, since oxymetholone itself does not convert to estrogen through the aromatase enzyme. Instead, it interacts indirectly with estrogen and progesterone receptors, producing estrogenic-like side effects without being an actual estrogenic compound. This is why many users experience bloating, gynecomastia, breast tissue development, and high blood pressure despite no measurable aromatization occurring. Additionally, Anadrol increases erythropoietin production in the kidneys, leading to a dramatic increase in red blood cell count and improved oxygen transport. This partly explains the massive strength and endurance gains observed during its use. Medical applications. Originally, oxymetholone was prescribed for anemia, particularly aplastic anemia, severe burns and trauma recovery, malnutrition or cachexia, certain cases of osteoporosis, muscle wasting from HIV or chronic infections. In low clinical doses, 25 to 50 milligrams per day, it helped patients gain weight, rebuild muscle tissue, and improve oxygenation of blood. However, due to the development of safer non-steroidal anabolic therapies like recombinant human erythropoietin, EPO, Anadrol's medical use has become very limited today. In some countries, it is still available by prescription under names like Anadrol 50, Oxymetholone, or Hemogenin, primarily for patients with severe refractory anemia. Performance and bodybuilding use. In the bodybuilding and athletic world, Anadrol gained fame for its extraordinary ability to increase size and strength rapidly. Users often report gains of 5 to 10 kilograms, 10 to 20 pounds of body weight within just a few weeks. These results are largely due to increased glycogen storage, enhanced nitrogen retention, dramatic water retention within the muscle cells, increased red blood cell count. Because of this, Anadrol is often used in off-season bulking cycles rather than cutting cycles where dryness and muscle definition are desired. Typical performance-enhancing doses are far higher than medical ones, often 50 to 100 milligrams daily, and cycles rarely exceed 4 to 6 weeks due to the compound's severe liver strain. Side effects and health risks. Anadrol's side effects are extensive and serious, especially with prolonged use or high dosages. These include 1. Hepatotoxicity. Anadrol is among the most liver-damaging oral steroids due to its 17-alpha alkylation. Prolonged use can cause elevated liver enzymes, cholestasis, bile flow blockage, and in rare cases, liver tumors. 2. Estrogenic symptoms. Despite not aromatizing, Anadrol can cause severe water retention, gynecomastia, high blood pressure, headaches, and bloating. This may be due to its ability to activate estrogen-responsive genes in liver and breast tissue. 3. Androgenic effects. Although less androgenic than testosterone, side effects such as acne, oily skin, accelerated hair loss for those genetically prone, and body hair growth can occur. 4. Hormonal suppression. Anadrol strongly suppresses natural testosterone production by inhibiting the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis. After cessation, a post-cycle therapy, PCT, is medically necessary to restore hormonal balance. 5. Psychological and cardiovascular risks. Some users report aggression, mood swings, or depression post-use. It can also raise LDL, bad cholesterol, and lower HDL, reducing atherosclerosis and heart disease. Pharmacokinetics. Administration, oral. Bioavailability, high, due to 17-alpha alkylation. Half-life, approximately 9 hours. Detection time, up to 8 weeks in doping tests. Metabolism, hepatic, liver. Excretion, mainly through urine. Modern medical and legal status. Today, Anadrol is classified as a Schedule III controlled substance under federal U.S. law and is banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. While still available on prescription for certain rare anemias, most physicians prefer EPO or other non-steroidal anabolic therapies. Its reputation in sports remains notorious, known for the fastest visible muscle gains, but also the highest physiological cost. Comparisons and unique characteristics. Compared to other orals, like dianabol or methandrostenolone, Anadrol produces more dramatic mass gains, but also greater water retention and higher blood pressure. Unlike Anavar or oxandrolone, which offers clean, lean gains, Anadrol's muscle increase often disappears quickly once discontinued, as much of it is intramuscular water rather than permanent muscle fiber growth. However, one of Anadrol's unique features is that it can enhance the effectiveness of other steroids, likely due to its erythropoietic and cell volumizing effects. Clinical perspective and misuse. From a medical standpoint, the risks associated with non-prescribed use of Anadrol are significant and unpredictable. The liver toxicity alone can lead to permanent organ damage with repeated exposure. Endocrinologists warn that such compounds, when used outside medical supervision, can lead to infertility, gynecomastia requiring surgery, persistent hormonal imbalance, Psychological instability. The short-term cosmetic rewards often overshadow the long-term physiological cost. Conclusion. Anadrol, oxymetholone, remains a pharmaceutical paradox. It is a drug that transformed the lives of anemic patients, yet also became a symbol of steroid abuse in sports and bodybuilding. It demonstrates both the therapeutic potential and the biological dangers of manipulating human hormones. In medical hands, it can restore life to the frail. In the wrong hands, it can destroy the body from within.